Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Chrono Tales. And Chrono Tales is a mix between you can kind of go third person or you can kind of go isometric, you can go whatever, but it's a fantasy MMORPG, free to play of course. You can play this whether you want to download a small client or if you want to play it in the browser. You can go either route. It's up to you. So it's kind of cool to have those options. It does have a lot of your typical browser type game functionality and UI, but let's go through the character creation process. I'm going to go through really quick because there's not a lot there. So character creation process, you've got 5 classes. You've got the warrior, you've got a mage, you've got a scholar, you've got assassin, and you've got a priest. I'm going to go actually with the mage. I'm actually going to go with female. Yes, I'm going with female. And you do have a few face options. Essentially, you've got about 10 face options, and each one changes kind of very, very minutely the look and visual aspects of your character's face. Then on the hairstyle side of things, you do have about 8 hairstyles, so let's find one that I really like. And you kind of got to give it a second while it loads up. So we'll get through. Let's go, where's something crazy? We'll go with that one right there. Let's go ahead and name our character. And you can see that's pretty much it. Now there's not a lot here as far as the character creation is concerned. Now most likely this is because this is a browser game, even though I am playing it in the client. So you can see here, mages master ranged AoE magical attacks and take perfect control of ice spells. So it's kind of the first time that I've ever seen a mage pigeonholed away from ability to have, you know, like arcane and fire and electricity, mastery of ice spells. So we'll have to see what that's all about. But you can see down here you've got skill preview. We've got kind of this, what looks almost like a iceberg. And then you've got their pet preview, which looks like some wolves and like a lion or something. We'll see what all we have. So there we go. Let's get the name correct. Let's go ahead and create, and boom, there we go. We've got our 2 characters created. We have a level 1 mage and a level 8 warrior. Let's go ahead and enter and get started. Now we do have kind of this little storyline going on here, which I'm going to actually skip. I'll let you guys watch that, but the game does have a little bit of a storyline behind it, so you can kind of read all that and get into all that if you do wish. Now, you can see first thing that kind of caught my eye was that when you look, you get a nice, big, large area of the gameplay, not kind of focused on these big buttons and all this stuff. Everything is really pushed to the sides, and we're starting to see a lot more of this in browser-based games and also in these client-based games where they're really pushing a lot of the UI away from being very intrusive on the game. So let's go ahead and we're going to click this, kind of the basic system where we can click on the player's name, and it's cool because depending upon what your character looks like, this will show up different. So my male character will look male and will have the face and the hairstyles that I've chosen. So that's kind of cool that they do have that little piece. Now obviously these NPCs always look the same because that's just what they look like whether I'm on another character or not. So that's just what the mysterious elder looks like. So I'm in Fairy Town, so let's go ahead and click through that. Let's accept. And you can see we're kind of getting walked through all this different stuff. Now we can go ahead and hit Ari and we're off to see him. Now we can hold down the right mouse button and be able to look all around. We can also use scroll to zoom in and out, be able to see our character up close and personal, see my amazing staff that the game has started me out with, even though we know that it's basically crap. I need at least something as good as what this guy has, which is, he has amazing, look at that hair. I don't think my hair ever was able to do something like that, but that's some amazing hair. It's almost like a cone head hair. So there we go, let's get through that. Complete that quest, ta-da! Nope, that didn't level us up. I thought it might have, but we will accept this, and off we go. Oh, we're just going to talk to the same guy, which is really kind of funny that it actually turns a quest into just talking to the same guy. But let's go ahead and talk to him again. We'll complete that quest, and now we have actually leveled up. Let's go ahead and accept, and we need to go kill some bats. So while we take off to go kill some bats, you can see we've got our basic attack right now. Now once we hit level 5, and then level 10, and 12, 14, 17, 20, 24, 30, that's when all these different skills will start to open up for us. So right now we just have kind of the basic attack, which you can see my character shooting off into the distance to take this bat out, and it's almost dead, and there it is dead. And we do have these little special boxes, so we got a little gift of some small hit point potions. So you do have those show up every once in a while. You can see I've got another 3 minutes before the next one shows up. 15 attack combos will increase your attack by 10%. So that's kind of cool. So you kind of have these little things that you can do to get little bonuses in the game. That's always kind of cool to see stuff like that. Now, not only is this guy a quest giver, and he did give me a new wand, We'll go ahead and complete that. And there we go. We should get our new wand here shortly. Accept. There's our new wand. And we can go ahead and equip that. And boom, there it is. Changed out. We now have this little hooksicle wand. And you've got a few different things in the game that you can kind of interact with. So it's kind of cool to see this browser environment or element that you do have things that you can interact with. Now let's go talk to Garter while we bring up some more things. Now we do have this market, so we can go in here, and as we accumulate money, we're going to be able to buy yellow and blue and all kinds of different items. And we'll be able to buy that with the game's earned currency. They also, of course, have a mall where you can buy things with premium currency, but we're not really interested in that. Now we do also have these ladder quests, which become available at level 26, and you can see over here, you've got world bosses, which come available at 20. You've got daily quests, which come available, you can see, at 18. And then last but not least, we have daily instances, which comes available at 17. So you have a lot of stuff that becomes available as you level up, and we could press, not the combat assistant, where is this damn thing? So there's Y, that's the mall. I brings up the helper. So you're going to see as you reach certain levels, you're going to get different things. So you can see at level 5, you get your first display. At level 7, you obtain your first pet. 10, you're ready to go. 11, you're going to kill a boss. 12, you can open the Zodiac, which we'll talk about in a second. And so on and so forth. So all the way down and up to level 20, you get all these different little helper things, which is kind of cool to see that the game is walking you through. And I like games that really do that. They give you kind of different things at different steps along the way, so you're not just overwhelmed right away with, oh my god, what's going on. We also have a quest broken down, as you see here. You got your quest management by storyline, then we've got dailies, which we don't have, and then available quests. Right now we have all the available quests. So we're going to go hunt some hornets right now, and luckily we are ranged, so we're able to shoot away on this hornet from afar. Let's see if we even need to go over there. Let's see. Oh yeah, we don't. Our character is just going to lay waste to this hornet from a distance. By the time it even gets to us, it's dead, and we didn't even have to move from the quest giver. How awesome is that? We got to be nice and lazy. It's almost like I wish we could have just got a lawn chair, kicked back, and just fired off those little magic missiles. Now we did get some leather armor. Now this is one thing that I did find a little interesting, is we just got some leather armor for our mage. First time I've ever seen leather armor for the mage. Now we did get our first skill, so we can go and we can double click on that, or we can single click, click learn, and bam, it learns and then automatically goes right here. So we now have Icicle, which is a ranged attack causing 180% of magical damage. And like we were talking about, as you get through all these, they will show up and then you're going to be able to learn those. Then you also have crafting professions, whether it be blacksmith, pharmacist, or craftsman. With each one, you can kind of get an idea of what each one does. It's not hard to figure out what a blacksmith, a pharmacist, and a craftsman do, right? But that's not going to become available until level 15, so we're going to have to do a little work till we get there. But let's take off to kill some demonic wolves while we look at some other stuff. Now we can hit map and see the world map. We can also take and see where our rebirth point are. We can see event coordinators, mailbox, grocers. So we can see a lot of that stuff. We can see right now we're basically running around all in this area right now. You can see we're not getting very far, but it's kind of cool that the map is of decent size. So we can also scroll this around and see the map really does get pretty big. So we can scroll pretty far. There's the Chrono Land capital, and then you got the River of Life. So the overall map is pretty large. So we can actually take and zoom in. There we go, our current position. And we can see a lot of different stuff on that map. We can also take, and I can't remember the key right now, so I am trying to find it. I think it might be Z. There we go. So Z shows our crystal plant, but that's not available until level 25. And that's going to basically be an integral part of being able to do a lot of different things in the game. Now, one thing that I do want to show you guys is the Zodiac, which becomes available at level 12, and you're going to be able to take, and you're going to be able to open up this Zodiac, and first you need a Zodiac to start astrology. You basically figure out a sign that you want to do, and then by, like you can see here, star talent activated by 2 random soul stars, and then you can get magic defense plus 100, and then your soul fortune, which is activated by 3 combined specific soul stars. You can open up a lot of things like mana leeching and stun reflection, and this really gives a lot of customization and a lot of variety to your character, because you can really play with a lot of these different Zodiac things and really get a lot of different attribute bonuses, whether you use, Pisces, which gives you intelligence plus 10, or you use Sagittarius, which gives you hit plus 150, or Libra, mana plus 500. Where's mine? Mine's in here somewhere. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. these are all out of order. So now I have to find mine. Nope, nope, nope. There it is. That doesn't even look like a Scorpio. So Scorpio, I get luck plus 20. That works for me. But either way, it's kind of cool to see that there's a little bit of a different... Where the heck am I going? So it looks like the auto quest took me off in some strange random direction. So we need to head way back to the beach. While I was explaining that, it kind of took on a life of its own. Now we can go into our backpack and see we've got our level 10 gift pack, we've got a bunch of other stuff, there's our old weapon. We can also take a look at our character, and there's the beginner armor. Now I thought we got some leather armor. It must be after I complete this quest I'm going to get the beginner, the leather armor, so we'll see that in a second. Now what else do we have here? There's our social panel, then we've got our pet column, which we will get our first pet here in a little bit. There we've got our combat assistant. There's the mail. There's another thing that I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going to be... There we go, the Quick Forge. So we can come in here to the Quick Forge and look at bagged equipment, pet enhance, and we can actually enhance a lot of this equipment if we have the right different things. So right now we're missing a Bayou, and that's the item if we want to refine. Now if we want to enchant, we need a rainbow shard. We want to upgrade, we need a purple stone. We want a socket, we need a socketeer. We want to embed. We can do a lot of different things here with our equipment. So it's really kind of cool how we want to play this. And we can also look at equipped items, and doing the same things requires essentially the same different little items. So you kind of want to keep on the lookout for those items. Now please tell me I am headed off to the strange conch. Oh, thank goodness I am. I did really take the long road there while I was showing you guys that astrology system. So now we talked about the skills, and we can talk that we've got the crystal there, which if you highlight over a lot of this stuff, it kind of gives you an idea what's going on. We can also highlight over our skills and see exactly what they do. We've got our pet system, there's our mall, our character, our bag. So like I was saying, you've got a lot of this stuff, and you can even take and fold this down if you want it to take up less space, if you really want the full experience of what's going on in your area. So there we go, we're up to this little secret conch. So there we go, continue to talk to that. Then we got our leather armor, so we'll go ahead and equip that. And accept the strange conch's quest. There we go. Reward is 900 experience. And we need to beat the strange conch. And just as that started, it sings its little song, and we're back off. Now, one thing I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed in, at least in this area, the music is super repetitive. Music is such an easy thing to do these days, so having it be super repetitive like this really is kind of a bit of a snooze. So hopefully they'll change that up over time and add more music to Fairy Town, the safe area. But you know, you can't get everything that you always want. I do like the fact that it looks like you can customize your character pretty far with gear, which is one thing that you see a lot of games doing nowadays. Is you don't necessarily get a lot of customization when you're building your character, but you will get a lot more through items that you earn in the game, or through costumes or things of that nature. A lot of browser-based games do a lot of that. Whether it be, you know, they do very limited character customization, and then later on you get a lot more stuff. So now we're off to the Chancel Relics. So not Channel Relics, to Chancel Relics, which is right up here. Now we've got a bunch of different events, so we can take and we can go to the game's website, look at those events if we want to. We can also take and do a bug report. We could also bring suggestions. So the cool thing is the game is really open to a lot of suggestions, and not that they're necessarily going to implement them, but they do have a suggestion box right there, which is always really cool to see. So back into the game, we're off. Let's go back to talk to Garter. And what else? We've got chat down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Come on, talk to him. Let's do this. Complete. There we go. So find Fairy Town, accept quest. Now, is Garter a man or a woman? You never know when they're inside of these, but he's pretty freaking tall. I do have to say that. Look at that. He's like a whole head higher than me. That's pretty tall. So let's go get a green crystal. This is always nice and easy. Just go head over here, collect item A, bam, you're done. Now, one thing that is a little weird for you guys that are going to play the game outside of the browser and actually play through the client, if you play the game through the client, now the client will end up very small. But if you just hit maximize in the upper right hand corner, because the game does stay windowed at all times, it will pretty quickly jump to whatever screen size you have. So if you go in here and you go into your video and audio settings, you can just take best effect, best performance, or recommended. It's up to you. You don't actually have a resolution setting. So that may seem weird, but you can actually resize it to whatever size you want, either by grabbing a hold of a corner and stretching it to wherever you want it to be, or just hitting the maximize square button in the game's window, I guess you'd call it. Because like I said, the game is windowed at all times. And there was no full screen option when we were down there. So we do have the system settings, we got video, and then we got hotkey where you can change your hotkeys to whatever you choose. So now for movement, you can move around with WAS and D. You can also move around by pointing and clicking, but you can see so far I haven't had to do much other than click on the name of the next guy that I want to go talk to, which is we're actually going to get some wolf's blood, but it does take a little bit for your character to interact, and that's mainly because my character was firing from afar. So there we go. Let's see, am I actually going to get credit for this one? I don't know. But it is pretty funny because I clicked on that, and now I'm pretty much just sitting back, watching my character do her thing, and she will keep killing these monsters until she actually gets the wolf's blood that she needs. So it is a little bit of a hands-off type of scenario if you really don't want to deal with anything. Let's launch our icicle. Come on, let's launch it. There it is. Time to take down. So there we go. Let's go turn in our wolf's blood and get our first little pet. There he is, our spirit wolf. Let's complete that. Ta-da! So let's hatch our pet egg. So you do get everything as an egg. And then once you get in here, we're going to go ahead and bring our pet out, and we can mount him, start riding around, and there you go. You can see everybody's getting their mounts as they're right here. Now later on, we're going to be able to promote as your pets do level up with you. You can see here's the experience. We can also do quickly increase experience by using a fruit pie, which I don't think I have. I don't know if I do or not. I'll have to look. And then you can feed, which will consume. Let's see. Nope, I don't have any, so I can't do that. Let's upgrade. No, fast growth needs fruit pie. You can buy it from the mall. Okay, well, I'm not going to go to the mall. You can do super feed. You can seal. The pet can be traded, but after being recalled to the bag. And you can set them free and let them kind of go. Now you can see right here, he'll actually get something once he reaches level 10, a little combat skill, and then approved attributes at level 15. So as your pet levels up, they get things. They also, as you may have saw there, they also get gear that they can equip as well. So we can bring up our pet again. So you get head, neck, back, and limbs, and then they'll get decked out and all kinds of stuff as well. So let's go and let's get some squirrel fur and some spider venom. So there's our squirrel fur. So now we can head off and get some spider venom. Just like that, we already got the one little item. And this squirrel, look at him, he's coming after me. He's hostile. Look at him with his little satchel he's got on his back. Kind of creeped me out with that little satchel. Alright, so a couple more shots. And the nice thing is once you're in that auto attack mode, you can actually use your skills. There we go, we got both of our little items. You can actually use your skills while your character's in that auto attack mode. So you can manually use the skills and not have to actually engage or stop and do something different. So it looks like we got some headgear. There we go. Get through these quests real quick. You guys can read all that stuff. So there we go. We got the energetic light headgear. So let's equip that, and boom, there we go. Our energetic light headgear, our first blue item. So pretty awesome. So let's go talk to Lisa and see what she has for us. All right, she has a quick quest to complete. It looks like we're level 8 and cruising along towards level 9. All right, let's accept her quest. Holy water, holy spirit. All right, holy cow. That's what I have to say to that. So collect 1 dancing grass on 1 butterfly. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Head off into the eastern elf plain we go, but this is a dangerous area. So we can also later on, we can teleport to different areas. Nearby teleport obtain at 14, town at 17, and space portal at 22, which generates portal for 10 minutes, so you can go back there at any time. Kind of cool, making it very easy for you to move around and not have to walk everywhere. So the game is really all about a lot of quick movement and such. So let's see here. Where are you going? Now I got my sprout, so I need butterfly wings. So let's see. Was I headed towards that? Let's go. 140 meters. There we go. Now I'm off to get some of my butterfly wings. World map. Let's see what else we have. Auto fighting. meditation. Let's see what that is. Not while I'm moving, I guess. And then there's our arena. So here's our PvP. So we can do it. We can go into solo arena and do a free match. We can do a score match. We can do a prize match. We've also got group arena, which has free match and score matches. So you will see a lot of people decking themselves out in PvP focused gear, aiming to really get themselves high up into the rankings. And we can go to our rankings and we can look at who's the highest character level, which he's at level 25. We can see combat items, and we can see crafting, who's the best crafting. The one guy who's the best blacksmith on the planet, which basically he's blown everybody away on blacksmithing. And then you've got pet ranking, highest pet is level 22. Then you've got S Island, which you can see there's nothing really there. And then you've got, of course, rankings of the arena and final score match ranks. So those are all, you're going to see a lot of ranks. Some of those aren't fully implemented yet, but we will see a lot of those once the game reaches kind of its next stage of openness. Right now it is in open beta testing, and we'll probably see it progress into a full release in the very near future. But of course, as you know me, I do these reviews once the item mall is open. I figure if they're willing to collect money and they're not saying it's just for dev purposes, then you know what, they're able to be reviewed. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, don't forget to like and comment on these videos, as we really do appreciate that feedback. Now, if you'd like to play or learn more about Chrono Tales, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. So till next time, thanks for watching.